It's Game 1, Western Conference Finals. They met in the Western Conference Final a season ago. Edmonton in 6. Scotty Scheffler in the building off his PGA Championship win. It's 1-1 Edmonton on a power play, and the puck ends up going right to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, his 21st career playoff goal. In rainy Edmonton, they are celebrating 2-1. Nugent-Hopkins, Evan Bouchard, lethal wrister there, his 5th of the postseason, leads all defensemen. It's 3-1 Oilers. But now the Dallas power play starts cooking in the third. Miro Heiskanen from outside deep, boom. 32 seconds in the third, it's 3-2. In the third, power play. Mikhail Granlund. Incredible shot from a difficult angle. In the blink of an eye, it's 3-3. 2 minutes later, Stars on another power play. And this is the goal you just heard Matt Duchene describing. Kind of taking a bunch of whacks at it. Couldn't believe the net was still open after it looked like he'd scored. Then a teammate's prone on the ice. 3 power play goals in the third in a blink of an eye. It's 4-3. I said blink of an eye twice, but it literally felt like that. And then another. Tyler Seguin. How about the midi, Steve?
Unreal.
Incredible hands. His second of the night. Under 4 to go. Puck along the boards. The net is empty. Asa Lindell. Length of the ice. And where's my brain? Bang! It's late. Well, actually, the bang applies to the fisticuffs late. Literally, as the horn sounds. Friday night, ding, ding. Here we go. PK Subban joins us. And PK, this Edmonton squad, the proverbial wagon, they were 8-1 their last 9. They're up 3-1 in this game. And then Dallas completely flips the script. How did they do it?
Well, first of all, I thought Edmonton got a little festive. You're up 3-1 in that game. You know the Dallas Stars are a team that a lot of people had picked to be contending for the Stanley Cup. It's a great team over there. I thought they showed a lack of respect with their undisciplined play. You cannot send great teams and give them an opportunity on special teams. And you give Dallas 3 looks in the third period. They capitalize on all those looks, but you give them opportunities to find their confidence. Right now, your goaltender is seeing multiple bodies in front. You know, most of these goals, Skinner doesn't even see. He's got 0 chance on those. So you got to give Dallas credit. They executed on their special teams, and that's an easy way to close a deficit. And Edmonton gave them confidence that they didn't need. Matt Duchene was struggling offensively. Some of their players were struggling offensively. But I said it before the game that Edmonton needed to drown Dallas in their depth. They didn't do it tonight. They got up 3-1. They didn't stick to the same game that they played against Vegas, that they played in the first round. It was a different team today. They're going to have to play a full 60 minutes. They still have a chance to win this series, but they got to get back to playing their game that they've been playing all playoff long.
This is one result, PK, and it's on home ice in Dallas. It's certainly not enough to punt on Edmonton.
Right.
My understanding is that you still feel that the Oilers will win this series. If so, why?
Well, if they're going to win, they're going to need goaltending. And Skinner, I'm not going to point the finger at him tonight, but you're up 3-1. He's got to find a way to make a big save. And you could just see it. It was play after play after play. And this is what we've seen with Edmonton, is that when they unravel defensively, they unravel defensively. And I'm not saying that's the team that they are this year, but they're going to have to find a way that when they get down by a goal or another team gets momentum, Skinner, Pickard, they got to find a way to make that one big save to stop that momentum. And, 5 goals in the third period or whatever it was, 5 or 6 goals, too much. I mean, that can't feel good, whether it's on the road or at home. So for Edmonton, both teams, for me, got things to clean up after this game defensively. But Edmonton is still very much in this series and can still very much win it.
I love the term festive, by the way, PK. I think it perfectly describes a team that maybe they're feeling themselves a little bit. But while we're at it, look, Dallas scores a bunch of goals, but you hang a 0 with this Edmonton team in the third. Clearly, Dallas is locking them up as well. Was there something that they were able to do to prohibit Edmonton from scoring a goal at all?
No, I think they have the momentum. When you're at home and you get your game, it's kind of like Florida, what we've seen. When they find their game and get rolling, they're tough. Any of these top teams, there's only 4 teams left.
Sure.
You cannot afford to give these teams an inch, not even an inch of confidence, because all it takes is one bounce for a player to find his confidence. And in a short series, even though it's 7 games, it's a long series, it's a short series when players start to get confidence. And you don't want to allow players to get the score sheet. You don't want to give players extra looks. So you got to take the life out of the team. Any game that you're playing, every game matters. And for the Edmonton Oilers, a team that's trying to get back to the Stanley Cup final, they're prepared to go the distance in this series, but you don't need to be giving Dallas any freebies. They handed them some freebies tonight. They'll regroup and have to get better.
Can I squeeze in one more totally unrelated to tonight's game? But you mentioned Florida. This team, they looked vulnerable for a moment, but now they look like an absolute juggernaut. You're shaking your head. Why?
Well, the only way that I see the Florida Panthers, not winning the Stanley Cup is if that Carolina Hurricane series goes too long. For Florida, they're clearly the better team for me. Over the past couple seasons and what they've done this playoffs, where they are right now, I expect them to win that series. Make no doubt about it, if they don't play their best game, they ain't beating Carolina. So if they do play their best game, they got to get it done. And for me, if I'm the Florida Panthers, they get that series closed up, and this is a huge if. They get it closed up in 4 or 5 games. Now you really have a chance to etch your name in stone in history as a team that can go to 3 finals, repeat back-to-back. But if it goes 6 or 7 games, it's a coin flip. You don't want to be going into the finals. It's a lot of hockey for them. So for Florida, I expect them to play their best game on the road, at home, this whole series.
I feel festive when we speak, PK. Thank you, as always, for your time. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Scott.